The day this girl was born, everything went wrong. Her father lost his job. Their farm burned to ashes. And before nightfall, someone died. So her mother looked at her newborn child and said, "You are a witch." But what if that was the biggest mistake of her life? In a quiet village called Zalawi, deep in Liberia, lived a woman everyone admired, Mayada. She was beautiful, respected, untouchable. And she believed one thing with absolute certainty: nothing can ever ruin my life. Until the day her daughter, Cordo, was born, and everything began to fall apart. What terrified the midwife wasn't the chaos surrounding the birth. It was the baby herself. She didn't cry. She didn't move. She just stared, still, silent, watching, like she already knew what was coming. As Cordo grew, the village began to notice things. Children stopped playing near her. Women quietly pulled their babies away. And soon the whispers began. Birds go quiet when she walks. She speaks to the wind. First, it was just fear. But then, things started happening. One day, a crying child stopped instantly the moment Cordo touched him. A dying cassava plant, dry and brittle, stood green again the next morning. And during a drought, when the sky had been empty for weeks, Cordo looked up, and clouds appeared. That was the moment the village decided. This is not normal. During the biggest festival of the year, the entire village gathered. Drums thundered through the night. Firelight danced across painted faces. Masked dancers filled the air with energy and rhythm. Then the largest masked dancer entered. He moved wildly, spinning faster, jumping higher, commanding the crowd, until suddenly he stopped. The drums fell silent. The air shifted, and slowly he turned. Not toward the chief, not toward the elders, but toward Cordo. The crowd stepped back as he walked straight to her. And then, he bowed. Moments later, he collapsed to the ground, unconscious, but smiling. That was the moment fear became something darker. Days later, Mayada stood before her mirror, admiring herself. Her beauty, her perfection, her control. Cordo entered quietly. "Ma, you forgot your water." Mayada didn't even turn. "Leave. Your face brings bad luck." Cordo lowered her head and turned to go. But then, something impossible happened. In the mirror, Cordo's reflection did not move. It stayed, looking directly at Mayada. Then slowly, it raised a finger to its lips. Silence. A crack split through the mirror, straight down the middle, as if something inside it was trying to come out. Mayada screamed, and from that day on, she refused to look at her daughter again. Then one evening, a blind woman entered the village. Her name was Makhana. Dogs followed her. Children hid. Even the elders said nothing, because she walked like someone who already knew everything. She stopped in front of Mayada's house and said, "I have come for the child." Fear spread instantly. "The one you call a curse is not what you think." That night, strange symbols appeared on the walls of the village. No one drew them, but they were there, glowing, watching, and for the first time in her life, Mayada felt something unfamiliar, the fear of being wrong. Meanwhile, near the river, a young boy collapsed. No one dared to touch him, until Cordo stepped forward. She knelt beside him, held his hand, and closed her eyes. Seconds passed. Nothing. Then, he breathed. His eyes opened. Alive. And in that moment, everything began to change. Makhana spoke softly. "Your daughter is not the curse. She is the balance." Years ago, before Cordo was born, Mayada made a wish. She wanted to be admired by everyone, and something answered, but it came with a warning. Beauty without humility demands balance. She accepted the gift, but ignored the cost. So when Cordo was born, she carried that balance, not to destroy, but to reveal. The fire that burned the farm, carelessness, her husband losing his job, corruption, the death that day, already destined. But blaming Cordo was easier than facing the truth. Mayada fell to her knees. "I was wrong. I blamed you for my own mistakes." For the first time, Cordo smiled. They embraced, and slowly, everything changed. The fear faded, the truth remained, and the girl they once called a witch became the one who helped people see what they were too afraid to face. So be honest, have you ever blamed someone for a problem that was never theirs?